Time to take you on a quick trip over Lake Hills. This is what passes for the rich part of town in Riverside. If you pretend you're not in the Inland Empire, you might even believe it. Probably gonna run into a little wind noise on this ride since I haven't done anything to block the microphone at all yet, but at least it's a pretty ride, and since nobody's actually gonna watch this except probably my son and my wife, then I guess it doesn't really matter. So we got some nice fancy homes up here. They call it Lake Hills because it's the hills above the lake. You're not actually really near the lake, but up towards the top you'll get a sight of Lake Matthews. But no spoilers, so I'll save that for the exciting middle of the ride when I reach the peak. Anyway, it's a pretty little community. About the nicest place without leaving town to have a little bit of a windy hill climb. Although now they put in the stop signs that I ignore, it's not as fun as it once was. Although I suppose the speed limit was probably always 35 or something, and I was going too fast anyway. Yep, there we go. Nice and clear. Don't have to worry about that. About halfway up the mountain here. Nice view of the Riverside area over there. Once again, you can almost pretend you're not in Riverside. Not sure how much wind noise I'm going to get when I get up to speed. I know I'm usually okay until about 30 miles an hour, but since I was hitting around 50, kind of questionable. So anyway, let's go ahead and keep on climbing. And there's the local elementary school. And up we go. Just a nice smooth little hill. Nothing difficult by any means, but more exciting than just riding down the freeway. And there's almost never any traffic to worry about. Not sure how well you can see the elevation in the camera, but it does go up quite a bit. Nice view of the open area over there. Some nice houses. And once again, we'll just blow through the stop sign because they're not meant for me. And around the corner here, we'll be able to get the view of Lake Matthews once we pass through all these houses. Go ahead and actually stop for this stop sign so we can get a look at the lake down below. There's the mountains, and there is Lake Matthews. Nice still water. Finally come up a little bit since we had some rain, but as usual, the water levels here are very low with the current drought conditions. Anyway, that's what that looks like. Go ahead and take this turn, just go all the way to the peak. Just for the fun of it. Doesn't really get that much higher, but here we go, about the highest point that anybody in Lake Hills can live. So I guess that means these are the richest people. Not sure if they can even see the lake from their houses, certainly not on this side of the street on the right, but you know, is that important? And down we come again. Nice little dirt trail there, although clearly they have it blocked off because it's not legal. And down we go. Back to Lake Point. Some other time we'll go all the way across and then ride actually by Lake Matthews, but since I'm still judging how much time I get on a video and what quality setting I use, I'll save that for another adventure. Nice day today, a little cool out, but not warm enough that I wanted my coat. Or not cold cold enough, yeah. Not warm enough, that'd be really stupid. Anyway, a little faster on the downhill, so I do actually slow down for the stop signs at least. Wouldn't want to put my feet on the ground or anything, but... hopefully the camera position is good for this one. Had a lot of trouble getting that set just the way I wanted, so I wasn't only staring at my speedometer. And we're back down by where the elementary school is. And I think we'll go ahead and take the Lincoln route down to Magnolia, where I will go ahead and cut out the camera at that point. Okay, a little bit more climbing to do. This part's pretty nice because it goes up and down. Nice on the street bike, not as exciting on the dirt bike since I can't corner quite the same. And of course, not that I'm doing any super big cornering anyway. Clear streets on a Sunday. Gives me a chance to get out and move around with only parked cars to deal with instead of the ones that are moving. Nice view of the Corona area over there. Very pretty indeed from this height. Not too much smog, nice windy clear conditions, blew it all away. A few people who live up there, but that's just a dead end, so I don't bother going up to that street. And down we go. Over the last ridge here before we'll take the final drop back to Magnolia. Very pretty day. I wonder if I'll get much glare from the sun on the camera. Probably not, except when I stare straight at it. Really pretty area. Guy on a quad, guy on a motorcycle. Wonder if they're going to try out that dirt that's blocked off. Certainly smell that quad. Should have followed them and seen where they were riding. Maybe I'd bring the dirt bike up here after all and actually go into one of those trails. But that'll probably be something for when I'm a little more adventurous, since I'm still quite the beginner on the dirt bike. And down we go to the 15-mile-an-hour curve. Thankfully, it's not really quite that bad on the bike, but it is a steep sudden turn. Alright, and we're back into the cheaper part of town, as you can tell, which is still much nicer than where I live. So, I guess that's probably going to do it for this video. Thanks for coming with me.